So we are officially at the midway point of the regular season. The hot start did not maintain long term, as we are currently no longer the second best team record-wise. We are still doing much better than last year though, as we are the 6th seed in the West. And looking at the conference standings, fuck anything to do with our team. What in God's name are these standings? The Spurs, with this roster, are the 3rd seed. Meanwhile, the Lakers, Clippers, and Suns are all outside of the playoffs. It makes no damn sense. The conference has damn near flipped on its head. Now, the win differential is once again crazy because the West is, well, the West, but anyways, it's all insane. As for the Grizzlies being the 1st seed, I actually don't have any issue with that because they traded for both Zach LaVine and Clint Capella, and yeah, that plus Ja Morant now being a 90 overall, it makes sense they'd be that good. But anyways, at this point in the season, just like at the last deadline, I'm not really looking to make a trade or anything, and actually it's well past the deadline, but whatever. I didn't want to make any kind of move that would add any salary, but that does not necessarily mean that I'm universally happy with everyone on this roster. So in today's video, I'm going to give my midseason grades for all of our players for both what they do right and what they do wrong. First and foremost, let's talk about John Wall. His point production is really good. Last year, he averaged 19. This year, he's up to 24 a game, which is really damn high from what I expected him to do at this point in his career. He is shooting too many damn threes, though, while shooting 27%, and because of that, he has just a 52% true shooting percentage. So I can't really applaud the scoring volume when the efficiency is not there, so I guess I'll just give him a B. For Tim Hardaway Jr., the dude is shooting extremely well from 3, and because of the training stuff, his perimeter defense has improved, so honestly, I can't complain, so I'll give him an A-. Luka is averaging fucking 37, 10, and 8 on 68% true shooting. No, I am not joking. Look at this shit. We are 69 games into the season. Nice. And this dude is having arguably the greatest box score season in league history. I mean, what do you want me to say? It's an A+, man. Let's just move on. Robert Covington is shooting 38% from 3, which is great, but it seems that his tendencies must be low because he's only taking 3 threes a game. So that's not ideal. But defensively, I hoped he would impact our defense overall for the better, and well, we're currently the best defense in the league, which doesn't really make any sense at all, but I imagine he would get some credit for that, so I have to give him an A+ for that alone, assuming he's the main contributing factor. Jackson Hayes is in a similar vein. He is the core of our defense, and he's been great there. As for the 3-point shooting thing I mentioned in the previous episode, I turned up his tendency, so Hayes has now shot 2 threes a game, and he has shot them poorly. So yeah, it does not look like that avenue will work out, but again, because of the team's defense being so good, I'm going to give him an A. For our bench unit, Maxi Kleber is shooting poorly from 3 and from the field. He's playing fine defense and rebounding well for his minutes, but because he ain't hitting his shots, I'll give him a C, I suppose. Now, the biggest pleasant surprise of this team thus far has been how impactful Juan Toscano-Anderson's playmaking has been off of the bench. He's averaging 4.6 assists in 25 minutes off of the bench, which would be 7 a game per 36, but he is shooting 33% from 3, and he has a 53% true shooting percentage, so that's not good, but the playmaking and defense is good, so I'll give him a B, I guess. Now, as for an update on Tony Snell versus Austin Rivers and that roster spot and that rotation spot, Tony Snell is shooting just 35% from 3, which, with him being a career 40% shooter, is really disappointing, so he's gonna get a C, and I am giving Austin Rivers his minutes to see how he does for the rest of the season. If he ends up playing well, he will stay in that spot in the playoffs. If not, I'm going to give the spot back to Tony. But with that said, let's get into a game versus one of the best teams in the league, the Damian Lillard-led Boston Celtics. Okay, so once again, I forgot to turn off the commentary for the first half of this game, like I did in the most previous episode for those 3 games. But then I realized at halftime, because I was like, why the hell can I hear Ernie and Shaq and what's the other guy? Kenny. I don't know why I forgot Kenny. So I realized that I was doing it. Foul on a jump shot right here. I don't know if maybe it's just me, but it feels like fouling jump shooters is a lot easier in this year's 2K. If it's not just me, let me know. On this possession, when in doubt with the shot clock running down, just take a fadeaway with Luka. It'll probably work out. Also, this has been a total ramble of a commentary thus far, but I had someone ask me when I talked about Dame being on the Celtics, if that happened organically. No, it didn't. I made the trade happen because I thought it'd be interesting. Austin Rivers' first play time makes that three-pointer, so that's a good start. I don't trust 2K to do anything properly. I usually dictate trades or whether or not I allow them to. I actually didn't have it, and that's why the Grizzlies are what they are. But in general, like, I just don't care for letting 2K dictate what teams should look like, because they will inevitably make them stupid. So I was like, hey, Dame being on the Blazers for long term doesn't really make sense, so I'll trade him to the Celtics. So I just manually went in, controlled the Blazers, and put the trade through. But anyways, right now we have a not decent lead, although 8 points after that three-pointer from Tim to close the half is relatively good. But we have decent control of this game for sure. A nice dump-off pass down there to Jackson Hayes. This roster, obviously Dame and Tatum is good, but this is a nasty ass step back. But like, they have Abdul Nader starting with this team, and their depth is rather poor. So other than the addition of Dame, this Celtics team is a little bit worse for wear. Three-pointer there from Covington, who's once again having a really good game. Triple-double for Luka halfway through the third quarter because, well, he's Luka Doncic. And a great block there by Hayes, and this dish off down to Robert Covington for the standing dunk, which I don't know that he can do those as easily as he did them there, but whatever. And John Wall gets his first bucket of the game. What the hell was I talking about? My post commentary is not good. I'm probably going to be doing... Austin Rivers makes a play right there, by the way. Just wanted to put that out there. That's something Tony Snell can't really do. I'm probably going to be doing live commentary for the next MyNBA series that I do. The thing is, I only feel really comfortable doing that alone, like with other not people in my house. I am moving in less than 10 days. So I am not going, by then I'm not going to have to worry about other people because I'm going to be living alone. So that means I'll probably try that. I'm also probably going to be doing, oh, by the way, deep ass three from Juan Toscano right there. I'm probably going to be doing, and a 3-point attempt from Jackson Hayes, which does not go in, but I took it. I'm probably going to be doing a series similar to what Click Productions does, where he's doing his Lucas series right now. What was it? Dame series he did last year. 3-pointers for Juan Toscano Anderson in that fourth quarter. Probably going to be trying to do that with probably like 2011 Derrick Rose and see how my live commentary fares there. 17, 16, and 18 game for Luka. I at a certain point I was like, damn, Luka has a lot of assists. I'm going to try and go for 20, and then I didn't get it. But hey, it's something. And he did have 7 turnovers, but we're just going to ignore that. As you see, there's another game here because I felt like the Celtics game was relatively uninteresting. Like, I was able to edit it into like 3 minutes of footage, which usually that's a struggle because enough interesting shit happens, but that game was kind of boring. So I figured let's play another game against the Memphis Grizzlies, who have Zach LaVine and Clint Capella and a 90 overall Ja Morant. He took a real big jump in the span of one fucking season. And the Grizzlies are the top team in the conference as a result of this, and honestly, I'm quite scared of them. Now, the reason I showed this play, the Covington 2 blocks, is I have cut out the other 3 blocks that he has gotten in the first 8 minutes of this game. So Covington starts off the game with 5 blocks. What was disrespectful about that lob play right there was I already gave Zach LaVine the lane. He really didn't have to throw a lob. And then Maxi Kleber right here actually makes a 3-pointer. That is the first 3-pointer I have made with Maxi in all of my time playing this game. That's not great, but I changed his jump shot, and that's made the difference. And as for the reason why the Grizzlies are able to do so well against us, is these guys have fucking clamps, man. Like, this is such a good defensive team, and that really showed itself in this game in particular. I was getting to the verge of, like, I probably need to turn up my sliders, But against this team, we had our struggles offensively. That's for damn sure. Pull up, jump shot, and transition. That's the best play and most efficient play in basketball. But other than Luka being Luka, we were really struggling with offense, especially in the first half. Wasn't even really fully able to take advantage of mismatches most of the time. That play right there kind of reminded me of that pass that Luka hit where he went for the step back and then threw it behind his head to Tim in a very similar spot. It wasn't as nice, but it was a similar-ish type of play. But like I said, Luka is the sole reason we are in this game. But going into the second half, Tim Hardaway Jr. really starts to heat up, and that's what really gets us into this game. Back-to-back three-pointers there with the green release. But once again, not even really able to take advantage of mismatches because Clint Capella is able to clamp up on the perimeter. Watching this back, I did not do the best job of creating space here. But this step back, 17% contested, my ass. If you block it, I think it's a little bit more than 17% contested. Pass down there. This is the perfect pick and roll, run to perfection. Loose ball ends up in Luka's hands, and he's able to put that up and in. Great block there by Jackson Hayes. Well, not that great, just because it's the most telegraphed block ever. And then a transition three for Tim Hardaway, who now has 3 threes in the third quarter. That's a very Zach LaVine basket right there. I don't know how to describe that other than a very Zach LaVine basket. John Wall dunk right there off of the Clint Capella mismatch. I've noticed in these last couple of games, especially for this season, I've just struggled to score with John a lot more than I have previous. Transition three for Zach LaVine to end the third quarter for them, and then to end the third quarter for us, we get a three-pointer right back with Robert Covington on the pick and pop, whose jump shot is real smooth for the one that I gave him. Able to finally take advantage of a mismatch there on Steven Adams. I have had so many tangents in this commentary and not kept up with it, and I apologize for that. But another three-pointer right there for Tim Hardaway Jr. Dumb turnover right there, and that leads to a transition dunk for as much as Juan Toscano-Anderson tried to block that. And then on this play right here, Robert Covington is good, but Ja Morant is really fast. And he gets, John Wall is fast, but he gets beaten on the backdoor by Ja. And then Zach LaVine with the drive to the corner. I'd feel like that'd be more than a 5% contested right there, but I guess not, as Dillon Brooks hits that corner three. After Covington plays some good defense on Zach LaVine, Dillon Brooks gets this drive, pull-up mid-range shot. And with 2 minutes left in the game, things are not looking hot, especially after Luka misses that patented mid-range fadeaway. And then after Ja Morant takes this pull-up shot, Clint Capella gets the put-back dunk. So an 8-point game with a minute and a half. Not looking good, but the step-back jumper by Luka makes it a 6-point game. On this play right here, Ja Morant drives inside. Good contest by John Wall. And really, Ja Morant was relatively locked up for a majority of this game. And then Tim Hardaway with this transition three. So it's now just a one-possession game with about 50 seconds left. Ja misses this mid-range shot. Like I said, he has been in clamps this whole damn game. And then Tim with this three in transition does not drop. That was a very, very good look for an on-fire Tim Hardaway after an on-fire Luka passed it to him. And that could have been the end of the game right there, but a fantastic recovery by Jackson Hayes to get that block after jumping for the other shot. But then Ja Morant just absolutely ball games me. That green release step back shot, really well contested. And that was after Ja had not been doing shit the whole game. He had been taking shots, but they were not going in. Luckily, Zach LaVine misses a free throw right there to give some hope. 8.5 seconds left with one timeout, so I'm going to just get a three-pointer up here quick without using the timeout to use that for a second one, hopefully. So step back three from Luka on Dillon Brooks, but then not able to get a steal on the inbound. And that's really the only way we were going to get into that. And Zach LaVine this time makes both of his free throws. This shot obviously does not go in. So yeah, we lose to Memphis. That's the first regular season game that I have actually lost in the and not even shown. I just haven't lost regular season games, just playoff games versus the Clippers. But yeah, the Grizzlies are a damn good team, and they are scary. And you look at the difference here, it's offensive rebounds and turnovers because Clint Capella is just a force, and their backup center is Steven Adams. But yeah, that is it for this episode of MyNBA. Like and subscribe, all of that, and goodbye.